One of the most beloved games over the last 20 years is a board game called Carcassonne. And today we thought, what better way to explain you the rules of Carcassonne than in Carcassonne itself. Carcassonne is a city in the southwest of France that is particularly known for its beautiful castle with fortified walls, especially the tower structures, who have distinct cone-shaped roofs. The history of these structures dates all the way back to the Romans, who occupied Carcassonne around 100 BC. Some of the original walls still stand today. The construction continued in the 6th century under the rule of France and was developed further during the Middle Ages with new additions and revisions. The result is a stunning display of complex structures that incorporates a variety of architectural styles that were augmented and added throughout its history. Another distinctive landmark of Carcassonne is its beautiful cathedral that can be found inside the fortified city. It boasts a stunning and a remarkable set of stained glass windows around the altar. It is no wonder that the unique architectural history of this remarkable city eventually became the theme of one of the most beloved modern board games, Carcassonne. What better place to introduce you to the rules of this game than Carcassonne itself? So let's get started. Carcassonne is a game from 2 to 5 players and is designed by Klaus-Jürgen Wrede. It plays ages 8 and up. Now the game of Carcassonne is very simple. You have a starting tile in the middle of the table and you have 7 meeples. Meeples is a term that actually was born by the game Carcassonne, and it stands for My People. And these days it's kind of anonymous for these little playing figures. Now, on your turn, you take one of the face-down tiles that are on the table, and those tiles will have one of 3 structures depicted on them. Either a road, or a piece of a castle, or a cathedral. Now, you place one of those tiles that you just draw adjacent to any of the tiles that are currently already on the board. When you place the tile, you have to match it to the symbol that is already on the board. In other words, you cannot interrupt a road or attach a road to a piece of castle and so on. After you've done this, you may choose, if you want to, place one of your meeples onto the tile that you just played. If you place it onto the road, you place it onto the road structure or the castle or the cathedral. The reason you do that is, at any future point, if one of these structures gets completed, for example, the road has a beginning and an end, or the castle is completely surrounded by its own walls, or the cathedral is completely surrounded by other tiles, you will get points for that. For the road, for the completed road that you're standing on, you will get 1 point for every segment tile of that road. So, for example, if I finish a road that is 3 tiles long, I will receive 3 points, and I move my little marker on the scoring board for that. For the castles, you will get points for every tile that incorporates that castle. So if I have a castle that is 4 tiles big, and my meeple is the one that is controlling it, I will get 2 points for every tile, in other words, 8 points. Some of the castle tiles also have coats of arms symbol on there. For every coat of arms symbol, you get 2 additional points. So again, with my example, if I have a castle of 4 tiles size and 2 coats of arms, I will get 12 points. 8 for the tiles and 4 for the 2 coats of arms. The cathedral, you will get 1 point for each adjacent tile, including the tile that the cathedral is actually on. You will only get those points once the cathedral is completely surrounded, which means you will get 9 points. Every time you score points for either the road, cathedral, or the castle, you get your meeple back into your supply, which is part of the strategy of the game. Because you only have 7 meeples to work with, you have to make sure that you don't place too many on the board, because otherwise you don't have any more to add new points for future turns. You keep playing the game until all the tiles of the game are depleted, in which case we will see who has the most points. Once the game is over, you still get points for any structure that has not been completed, Again, you get points for every row tile. For the castles, though, you only get half the points. In other words, 1 point for a remaining tile. And for the cathedral, you only get the points of any tile that is adjacent to the cathedral, including its own. That's pretty much the game of Carcassonne. There are some other variants like the river and the farmers, but if you have the game and you stop playing and you get tired of the basic rules after a while, I encourage you to look it up and learn those as well. So, I hope you're intrigued by the game of Carcassonne, and I hope you're going to have fun playing it. So all the best from us here across the board in Carcassonne, France.